I hope you guys are enjoying your Victory Monday over here in Philly because I am. I'm having a good time. Um, Celebrating that we're 1-0 and that's all that matters. However, I wanted to talk about a few things because we've heard Nakobe Dean officially will be out for a few weeks with the foot injury, which is that's a loss. That's a big loss. The Eagles did sign somebody, um, and they're obviously going to probably rely on their practice squad to just fill in for the time being. I mean, this was the area that I was the most concerned about when I talked about the Eagles game going into Sunday. It was the secondary and the lack of experience with the safeties and the linebackers. Same exact story. I wish we had managed to get a Bobby Wagner or some veteran that can, take a leadership role in that area of the football team because we don't have leadership there. We don't have experience enough in the middle of the field, and that's where I was very scared going into this game, and they took advantage of it. Everybody was making a big deal about it, and I sat back and I'm like, if you guys don't know football or didn't expect this given the roster that we have, what else were you expecting? Were you expecting the Patriots to just roll over and not take advantage of a deficiency that we have? We did the same for the Patriots. Whenever we moved the ball, I was on the ground, short passes, and we scored a few points off of turnovers. Those were key, and those were how we won the football game. And obviously, Jake Elliott balled out outside of the missed PAT, 4 for 4, 1-2. Great job on Jake Elliott's part. Special teams was probably the best part of the game because of the way the offense struggled in the second quarter and a little bit in the fourth quarter, and how the defense performed in the first and or no, I'd say like second and third quarters respectively, and then obviously the end of the fourth quarter. That quick touchdown pass was way too fast. That whole entire drive, way too fast. But when it mattered most, you saw Jalen Carter. You saw the Eagles finally get some pressure on the defense. And this isn't even talking about James Bradbury. And before I get to James Bradbury, I want to talk about Josh Jobe, who came in for James Bradbury and his injury and made the play to win the game, pushed the receiver out on fourth down, didn't let him get both feet in bounds. We won the football game after the turnover on downs. James Bradbury is out with a concussion. He's most likely not going to play as he's in concussion protocol, headed into the date that we have with the Minnesota Vikings on Thursday Night Football. And we don't know the status on Fletcher Cox and what his injury was. He wasn't really very definitive on what it was or if it was anything to be concerned about. He just said that he was fine and that he'll be fine. And that was really it. He didn't really say anything about what happened or how it happened. Didn't want to talk about it. So looking ahead at Thursday, and I'm going to talk more about it tomorrow or Wednesday, probably Wednesday, when I have more time, because I'm in school and I'm really trying to focus in on school right now. I'm doing a lot of the stuff that I want to do. At least I want to, and I'm looking forward to it. So I want to keep consistent with you guys. I want to keep making videos again every single day as much as I can. So whatever they may be, they'll be here, but just be warned, sometimes I might be like tonight getting this video out a little bit too late, but then tomorrow I'll have a video in the morning prep for you. So it's gonna be interesting, and just like the season, it'll have its ups and downs. We just have to power through it. That's just the way life is. And this team is very talented. This team is very well coached. I want to see more from this defensive front, getting more pressure, not just with blitz packages, and I like that we were doing that, but I want to see them do more with just the forward front that we have, When Fletcher Cox went out, I know it's unfortunate that he went out with injury, but that's when we saw Jalen Carter and others start to really get some pressure up the middle, and that's what made the sack. Mac Jones would step up, and he would get wrapped around Jalen Carter and others. That's what you needed to do, and they managed to do it when it mattered most and put a lot of pressure on that Patriots offense in the most crucial moment of the game. So, more of that. More of that, more of that, more of that. And I like the blitz packages, but I don't like safety blitzes, at least not all the time. I saw Reed Blankenship get tossed out there, and then our backside, outside of Slay and Maddox and Bradbury, is whoever else is out there. And we have a lot of young talent that we could throw out there if things don't go too well with what we have right now, but I need to see us be a little bit more conservative with the blitz packages and don't send too many safeties because we need all the help we can get in the middle of the field. And sometimes you might need to just let the forefront do its thing and get the pressure up front just without any blitz packages. Sometimes you have to rely on your team to do that. Offensively, I'm not talking too much about them because it was game one with the new offensive coordinator, but at the same time, I understand people's concerns because this is a guy that was a quarterback coach for Jalen Hurts. He's known this kid his entire life, so you would assume that things wouldn't be too much of an adjustment for these guys to make play calls that match their skill set and put it into the game plan and help us win. And yesterday you saw a little bit of a struggle on the offense, especially those 5 straight drives where we just went 3 and out, didn't get a first down. First time that's ever happened in the Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni era. Did it affect our ability to win and lose the game? It didn't, because we won the game, but it did play a part in how ugly the game got and how much worse it could have gotten, because while the defense struggled, they were holding up their own in the first quarter and the fourth quarter in the pivotal moments outside of those 3 drives where Mac Jones scored touchdowns and just ran up on the field, just absolutely threw all over us. And a part of that is because the defense was on the field too much. We dominated the time of possession in the first quarter and the third quarter, but the second and fourth quarters, it was almost even to we were losing the time of possession, especially in that second quarter. We definitely lost it. So that was one of the big reasons why we won last year, was how dominant we were in time of possession and keeping our defense off the field, keeping their defense on the field. And we didn't do that very well yesterday, and that's something that I think Brian Johnson's going to have to clean up. Nick Sirianni's going to have to get more involved and figure things out, because DeAndre Swift should not... I always do that. DeAndre Swift should not have one touch the entire game that isn't a catch. Only ran the ball once. Not good enough. Rashad Penny, if he can come in, I'd love to see him as well for more downhill running. Kenny Gainwell is great, but I don't think he's your 3-down all-around back. He's great at what he does. He's got a lot of speed and a lot of toughness. Same with Boston Scott, but they are not your main guys. DeAndre Swift was somebody that you traded for a reason, and it's because he is a unique talent that can do so much for you. And Rashad Penny, when he's healthy, is a really great downhill running back. So I don't know. We got to utilize them more. I don't know why we didn't yesterday. They had no answers for that, really. So hopefully we can see some changes. But outside of that, I got nothing else. I just wanted to get some more 2 cents off of, get some more things off of my chest, because it's a win, and this was against a better team as opposed to a few other teams in the NFC that played some crappier defenses. But a win's a win, so that's all that matters. I'll see you all tomorrow. Fly Eagles fly. Go Phillies. Have a good one, and let's see how things continue to shake. Peace out.